So
Yeah, let me start. So I've kind of been thinking how the session's going to run. So anyway, I'm George. This last cycle, I was assigned to help grow the amount of community contributors contributing to Unity. And so I'm going to give you guys of like what happened in 1104, and then I want to go straight into listening to two of these community contributors. They're talking for you. There we go. And mostly I'm kind of interested in things that we can fix in the DX workflow processes to make it easier for them. So we had 17 non-canonical contributors who fixed. Okay, so overall the team fixed about 1,300 bugs, and of those, 63 or so were bite-sized bugs. So look at the growth here. This is like, I totally love this. And when you look at the spike of the general bugs. Now, some of these bugs also were measured, like Trevino wanted to try something that wasn't bite-sized, so he spent some time digging in the stuff. So generally speaking, there's no correlation between bite-sized bugs and whether it was done by a community contributor or not. Like Jason, I think he fixed 2 or something. Yeah. But but he fixed something that wasn't bite-sized, so we still count that. So what I'm going to do for 1110 is stop making the distinction between bite-sized and normal bugs. So if you can go fix non-bite-sized bugs and stuff, I'll figure out a way to count you anyway, so that you don't get stuck with simple bugs and you're like, dude, I'm already in the launcher, man. I'm in there.
But I guess you don't lose the ability to say that here's an easy bug to fix.
Right. So we're still going to keep bite-sized bugs around, right? And I'm still going to trumpet those as like the on-ramp and everything. Sweet. But I was very limited in scope last cycle because it was the first time we were doing it. So I was only really doing Unity bite-sized bugs, and like Ted had some indicator low-hanging fruit, and Compass had some and stuff. So I'm going to try to widen this scope a little bit.
Damn it.
No. I'm just going to include them in the list.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
To be perfectly, totally clear, the focus will absolutely still be Unity the shell.
There's a lot of lag.
Right.
Yeah.
So I definitely won't. Ted will not be stealing your contributors. I know that's what you're worried about. Because to do that, he would have to read bug mail, and that's ridiculous. So, it's easy to say 17 people, but considering it's the first time that we've done this, I think that's a really great number.
Sure.
And the people who made the fixes stuck around.
Yeah.
Right? After they fixed it, they were so happy with how we treated them and the amount of support that they got from the team that they stick around. So like Candos stick around. I still see merge proposals even after we kind of said, okay, 11.4 is finished. People are still in there. So that tells me that people aren't getting interested and then abandoning it because we messed something up. Right. Okay. I found the merge proposal review very, very good. I mean, there was, I think the longest time it sat around, I think, was 3 or 4 days, and the archive was already frozen and that kind of stuff. One thing I would like to see, if I can get a promise out of you, is I would like to see us pick a day where we say by Friday, all the queue is done. So contributors work on the weekends, right? Here's what I'm thinking. Friday, you guys do all the reviews, do the merge proposals, and that gives the weekend feedback for these guys where they can like work on stuff, right?
Yeah.
Of the weekends are more busy for me than other days.
Okay.
Well, we'll work around this, guys.
Yeah.
So the main thing
like I would like.
We had a bottleneck on Wednesdays.
Right.
Because we released on Thursdays.
Right.
Where everything would have to land. Our stuff, community stuff, random bug fixes, everything. And what I wanted to change this time was I wanted at least Monday to be one review day.
Okay.
As well, to kind of ease off Wednesday. So basically no one starts coding until it's clear. The merge pipeline is clear.
Okay, so you're committed to doing this on Mondays?
Yeah.
Okay, so
it's just too much work otherwise.
Neil says that the queue will be flush on Monday. I got the video, so it's...
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Just stare into the camera. Tell them your work.
Yes. So I thought mentorship was good. I really liked how you guys are very responsive in merge proposals, doing reviews. One thing I think we can do better, especially when you're tagging a bite-sized bug, he filed one as bite-sized and the description was like this big.
Yeah, really.
And then I asked him, he went back and says, this is how this bug should be fixed, and he kind of did like a pseudocode thing.
Yeah.
If we could do more of that, I think it would help people not being lost.
I think before it's nominated to bite size, there should be a little
A template.
Yeah, like a checklist of what needs to be done. That would be.
Okay, so
Quality would be rather.
all right, let's start generating work items here. Hold on.
Yeah, so definitely like, at the very least, like an example bite-sized bug that we can all look at and say, does it conform to this example as close as possible?
Yeah.
Okay, so Neil, review Mondays. George, bite size template.
Vish, can you let them know that?
How
they're
do
like 4
I
minutes
do
in
this?
lag? Can you let them know they're like 4 minutes in lag?
Yeah. Okay, so mentorship I think in general was good. One thing I don't like is the Ayatana dev list doesn't really get like a lot of traction and traffic. But you guys are reading it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I think that's a separate problem.
The
I can
longest
fix.
thread has been about Unity Q, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
There doesn't seem to be a lot of people who.
Okay.
Yeah, need to be told.
I felt the availability of the DX team was great. So on Fridays, Jason was always available at a certain time at IRC. We did regular like developer week, open week sessions and stuff. I would like to just replicate that again and not touch it because that's working perfect, I think. Updating the community via OMG and other similar venues. This is good. I really like the I'm a Unity developer, ask me anything on Reddit because when you guys went in there and just like basically started using questions, you can I could feel the community basically being convinced that this is going to be like really awesome. So I'd like to, again, another work item. I would like to do a team-wide Reddit.
Yeah.
Like teams are doing like on Reddit right now.
Right.
So, okay, so George, team-wide.
Does this mean we can just spend all day on Reddit?
No. It's going to be, we're the Unity team, ask us anything, and then people will go ask questions, the community will go vote what are the good ones, and you guys just fill it in. It wouldn't take you a long time.
No, I'm saying that's a good thing.
Yeah, oh, no. So I'm very cognizant that when we do things like this, I'm not stealing him for like 3 hours at a time.
Sure.
So that's why I'm splitting it up, an hour every
Yeah,
once, once a week to do an open week or whatever, then that's fine. Okay.
And we should cover Europe as well, because it's a bit hard.
Yes.
He's working.
So who can cover Europe? So should we do like a rotation? Because, okay, so Neil.
I came in a few minutes late, so you may have discussed this already, but one thing I'm really keen for us to start seeing in terms of how we build out the Unity and the Ayatana community is getting some community members to a point where they can review other people's branches.
Yeah, I'm getting to that. I'm kind of
that?
reviewing of what we did in 1104, and then I'm going to move forward to getting these guys' feedback on that kind of stuff. So needs a rotation list.
Yeah.
Needs a duty roster. Okay, easy fix. Okay, so using these like little social things I think helped communicate like when people are saying, well, why are you guys doing Unity when we have all these docs? And then you guys were like, well, we wrote all these docs and we were using all that information to make this better. A lot of people didn't know that. And you did this early enough in the cycle where you can say, oh, okay, I get it now. All the doc guys got together and now they're going to make something sweet. And I didn't know how that connected to comp is until, the 5 minutes he spent writing that answer hooked that up. Okay, so any other comments on what we did in 1104?
What about adding more advantage bit-size program for combins, not only Unity?
Right, so...
is that developing combins for Compass? How to do it?
No.
No,
I'm saying like
bite-sizers
bug.
for comp is...
Yeah.
Okay.
More
Right.
there is already, or there isn't a
Right.
bit-size program for combins.
So here's the thing. We wanted to concentrate on Unity because it's like the shell. Number two, I've never seen a bite-sized comp-is bug that wasn't the most complicated thing ever. So I think...
Is that a compliment or an insult?
No, I mean, hey, you must be that good. No, but so I want to keep the bite-size thing as an on-ramp. So we're definitely doing that. However, like I said before, if you feel like you're ready to tackle comp-is now that you're familiar with the code and stuff, you're ready to level up, right?
Do we need a level?
Yeah, and last cycle we really only measured bite-sized bugs. So now, right, if you guys feel like you want to tackle something bigger, the team will still be available to you and all that stuff, even though you're not working on bite-sized bugs. That way I can concentrate on the easy guys that are coming in, and you guys can just continue to to work on, you know, what you feel, whatever interests you.
I think
Right.
the point is as well is that what we're trying to, we're trying to build out the community in lots of different teams. Like the Unity team is one of them, and there's two goals there. One is to help people such as yourselves who are getting involved in projects and becoming developers, helping you to become approved developers, whether it's an uploader to the archive, whether it's someone who can commit to a particular Bazaar branch. But then the second thing is attracting new people. So the Bite-Sized Bugs campaign is brilliant for getting new blood in.
Right.
And that gets people on the ramp, but then helping people to progress through and ultimately build a new generation of developers who can review each other's branches and stuff like that.
Right.
So I don't think we need to worry too much necessarily about just keep people fixing bite-sized bugs. Like once you get to the point where you're comfortable,
Yeah.
you can choose.
You know, as long as they show up as, you know, merge proposals, I'm not going to be like, your bugs you're fixing are too complicated. Come back to bite-sized bugs, you know.
Be
But
like,
I think it would be useful to have one level above bite size where
Right.
we can still do the architecture
Okay.
and say, hey, this is how I do it. Here's
Okay.
the bug, and look, it may touch 4 or 5 different components inside Unity.
Okay.
we had a session earlier on about mentoring in terms of Ubuntu packages, and obviously a lot of what we're talking about here can apply. And Lainey came up with a brilliant idea as an addendum to Bite-Sized Bugs, which is essentially shared projects. So Lainey said, you know, for example, he wanted to work on a series of packages, and he reached out to a few people who were fairly new to Ubuntu and said, hey, I'm working on this project, would you like to join me?
Right.
So what we could do is the next level up is say, let's say you guys are working on some aspect of Unity, you reach out to some people who are fairly new. And they
So this is the reason I created the Unity Bite-Sizers Launchpad group. Maybe instead of just only tagging them bite-size, we can assign them to the Bite-Sizers group and basically say, this is more than this is a larger bite, but maybe together you guys can like figure that out.
Well, Lainey's idea was essentially having something similar to like a classified service. So basically what happens is you say, I want to work on this particular project. Let's say it's, I want to, you know, go through and review all of the launch code again, and or whatever it might be, and then have a set place where people can go and reach out and say, okay, here's some projects. And I think that would work out pretty well, actually.
Yeah.
That sounds like the Unity Craigslist place.
Ubuntu
So
One.
I just want to chip in a bit content-free, but hopefully motivational. I think first, the work that you did, George, was awesome.
It's
in
these two
cycle,
guys.
and that you two guys did was absolutely awesome.
Thanks.
And second, I think it's even more important going forward.
Yeah.
You know, we're proud and happy to be a lead on Unity and on pieces of Ayatollah, but we just can't do it alone. And making space for the community is the only way we can make that change happen in the world.
Okay.
By the way, maybe you could also focus on later implementation in future. Implementation of design, what the design team has stated, maybe just easy to do, something so easy to do, but new implementation given also to the community and not also to them, which maybe should be more focused on the infrastructure in the lower level and more
Like a
important
feature.
things.
Yeah.
So you're basically speccing out a feature rather
Yeah.
than always bug fixing.
So one thing I'm wondering, you're saying expanding the scope of bite size, right, beyond Unity.
Yeah.
So how does that affect paper cuts kind of?
So I don't know. I'm thinking about.
It's overlapping.
So if you guys think this is a bad idea now, tell me.
No, it's not a bad idea. I'm not saying it's a
Well,
bad
I mean, whether we can do it, right? If I expand the scope, then you know.
Then how does it work with paper cuts? Like you're duplicating the same thing.
Well, no, bite-sizers aren't supposed to be like paper cuts. They're supposed to be like kind of significant, right? Well, and you know, by their very nature, like a paper cut would be like this label in Nautilus is wrong, whereas in Unity it's like, you know, the dash totally doesn't work today.
That's the best size.
Yeah.
It crashes when you right click.
Yeah.
Okay. So one thing which with paper cuts I was thinking was, because Bilal will be leading for the next cycle. Bilal will be leading this paper cuts.
Okay.
Because we are duplicating the same thing. I'm announcing on the design blog, and he's again blogging about it on OMG.
Okay.
And I've been like following how the responses from the people on bug reports and something like that. Every time OMG gets blogged about either paper cuts or some bug, we have a more increase in activity.
Right.
So it's more sensible to make him make the announcements and kind of stuff. So he'll be like announcing
Okay.
When
So basically, I just need to figure out with Bilal what day he's going to post, and I do it not that day.
Yeah.
I do it like 2 days later. Or something.
That's what I used to keep doing.
And are
Easy.
you also going to include that information?
Well, yeah. I'm sorry. Official Ubuntu sources first,
Yeah, so,
and then copied over. Yes. Yeah.
Another thing that
I'm in news sites in general. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
I don't know, maybe I'm wrong here, but I've always seen the paper cuts as like more of a design thing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
whereas the bite-sized bugs are usually an engineering thing.
Yeah.
I think that's one.
And that's a
So,
distinction.
yeah, so
that-
bite-sized bugs are
Yeah.
paper cut for DX.
Yeah.
There's been a comment in the IC that I want to
Oh.
highlight. Yeah, so there's a bit of a concern that that doing bite-sized bugs for Compass wouldn't really work. I'd just like to get more of a perspective on why people might think that is, because I guess there's this impression that like Compass is just this like closed project that like no one can ever touch.
Well,
You said it's harder to say I did that, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's not as visible.
it's not as visible.
Right.
So I guess in that case we need to be making sure that like every single time we do get a contribution to Compass, it's like super visible.
Right.
well, it's not just that. I mean, there's like, you know, George, you were doing all these things that every time we got a new contributor, you did like this whole big write-up on it.
Yeah.
Which was absolutely beautiful, and I don't know what impact that had on you guys, but, you know, even as the development team, when we saw it, it was like, ooh, you know, and
I was like, I want to be there.
yeah, and you do kind of, you're a little jealous, but you're like, I'm glad these guys are here, right?
Right.
And with Compass, we almost have to ramp it up a little more because
Well,
you're
we
right.
have community people in Compass that do things. It's just, I guess the engagement is only like very recently started to increase. I think that we can catalyze that by really publicizing these contributions and saying like, no, like Compass wouldn't happen without you guys. Like,
Yes.
That's just like the thing that we have to, the message that we have to send.
About Compass.
Hello.
She can help you with this.
Cool.
Fish, can you do me a favor and just try to, like, act as a liaison for
Another-
this 4-minute
yeah.
lag?
Yeah, so just tell Shane that his idea is actually really relevant and we'd like to hear it.
Or even just let him know that we have responded and he can listen for it in the 4 minutes. You know, I just don't want them to feel like we're leaving them out completely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
another thing I was talking about.
See, also, Charles says having bite size for multiple projects. We actually do have a bite size tag, can go across any Ubuntu project or in Launchpad.
So I used it in CCSM. You know, when you activate the queue,
Yeah.
there is something like it's not
Right.
your transition, so it tries to remove Unity and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
So this is, you know, I think it's 4 lines of Python or something like that, so I just like it by sizes.
Yeah, yeah. But that also brings another thing. So this will be controversial, but I'll get it out of the way. I am more interested in getting the default thing right, as opposed to. So what we're doing, we're like, oh, the cube doesn't work. We'll tag it bite size. If it breaks, then you know it's your fault for not contributing. You know, but like, oh, didn't you guys have a session where you're gonna just start jettisoning the unmaintained plugins and stuff?
That never happened.
It was supposed to be on the Compass one, but
Yeah.
And then we ran out of time.
Oh, okay, all right. Because like,
But we
I
started.
want people to come and work on what they want to do, but I also feel like we need focus where like, you know, if we're past feature freeze and everyone on the team is in bug fixing mode, like I want a contributor to like do stuff, but at the same time I don't then want wandering off, you know, oh, you know, we're trying to ship here, but I'm gonna try to rewrite the launcher.
Right.
You know.
It's kind of the same thing even at the start of the cycle. Like if someone really wants to be visible or something,
Yeah.
I'd happily give up something in the panel, like which I was gonna do, and spec it out for them so they could do it.
Okay.
Like a feature, but at least they feel like they actually did something that affected the default.
Yeah, so something like this template, I don't know why we didn't think of this the first time.
Because we're silly.
We live and we learn, right?
Yeah. Okay, so why don't we address these? So who put these?
I mean, I think
Oh, that was Trevino.
we should basically take that one template that I basically wrote out the first time and generalize it.
Yeah, yeah. So add simpler tools for first-time developers with clear documentation. Okay, so now we have developer.ubuntu. Hold on.
Yes.
Yeah. Unity's documentation is a complete.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
Can we mark that bite size?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, about 5 people know what.
So now we have this.
in the world.
Which only, well, it still kind of sucks, but we at least have.
Yeah, but I think this did you mean to get started with Unity, or did you mean?
For people starting with developing in
Yes,
Ubuntu, for example, also a map showing the interaction between the projects, because I guess that lots of people come into the Unity world doesn't understand what does.
A short description of the files, maybe.
Right. Yeah. And what we're going to do on it.
That's too much. Also, in the projects encapsulations, for example, the places are projects separated to the Unity.
That's kind of a cool idea.
Yeah, so this is what I have. So basically this page needs to suck less.
Everything's modularized.
If you look on IRC really quick, Sean is talking about...
There's documentation which we need to do about the architecture, how that maps to projects in Launchpad. That's a cool idea. And also in Unity itself, we're going to start on every file writing why we created that object.
Yes, Charles, you'd be right.
I just looked at the file dependencies, but
it's
not all the byte sizes, I guess. At the time,
it's too complex to do that. It's slow.
You're not suspending laptop.
Yeah, so interesting thing, fix a bite size bug, you get a badge.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, so you know what? I'm gonna brainstorm something like that.
Yeah, I mean, having something that's virtual points that sticks around forever is kind of nifty.
Like little stars. Like Xbox achievements,
Yes, that's precisely what I'm thinking about here.
You still do that? Achievement unlocked. You fixed it.
Congratulations, your merch proposal has been ignored for 5 days. Call it the Gould Award or something. It's like, Lucas marked my bug opinion.
Achievement unlocked.
Sabdefold. Okay, so get involved needs work. So this page isn't totally my fault. I inherited it from Jono.
So George, can I work on that with you?
On this?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm going to be in all of that foundation layer anyway, so I might as well help.
What? My man. So, yeah, and Jay Patel.
That's what it's all about.
Awesome.
Right.
Is Planella here?
No.
Okay. So I'll need to sync with him on improvements that they'll make to developer.ubuntu.com that affect us, and then make sure we link that to be tight. Okay.
George,
yeah.
for that, as you want a lot of statistics, we need to be sure that the bugs also in the right state and stuff like that, because a lot of time, it's merged and the contributor doesn't know our workflow, that it should be committed and next.
Yeah, well, so no, it's documented in there. It says -- fixes blah blah blah.
Even with
there's a way how we use Launchpad because of the amount of different people going into one project, so we need to document that better.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so that even if the contributor don't do it because they don't know exactly how we are doing that, when we are merging back, we are really looking that I forgot that, so I can do that.
Yeah. So try to attract developers coming from other platforms. Yeah, we try that a lot. Without feeling them alone, trying to help develop for a new platform. Yeah, that's just a project-wide thing that we're fixing.
Number one.
Yeah,
it's related to the duplicated other bug. Number one.
So create a nice environment for opportunistic developers.
That's Jono's problem, right?
Yeah, that's Jono's problem. We don't care.
Next time.
You're back. No.
Let's see how it is.
Discuss about the plans for 100 paper cuts. Okay, so I feel kind of bad because
he poached all my.
Yeah, so poach is a strong word.
Come on, Joe.
Yeah, but it was the design team was with Siegel driving it for a while and stuff, and he's not here anymore, so it was kind of like flailing for a bit. And Vish has done an amazing job keeping the project alive. However, we did kind of steal your spotlight a little bit. So we can agree that 100 paper cuts is more design stuff.
Yeah.
These are, paper cuts for DX team kind of.
Yeah, these are engineering, small engineering.
So Bilal, I know you're on a 4-minute delay, but you're about to get a task assigned to you.
So 4 minutes ago, what the heck?
Yeah. So we just need.
Do you object? No.
need to communicate to the community
You have 1 minute to object.
the scope of bite size and paper cuts and how they relate. Okay, that's an easy fix. That's just a communication problem. Anything else you want to talk about paper cuts or?
No, that was the main thing. Like, we were duplicating the same kind of work. Either me or Benjamin used to do a blog on OMG, and we found out that like they had more attraction than on the same blog. It drew more people into the Launchpad.
Okay.
So it's better that he's announcing it, and he's working already on paper cuts.
Yeah. So I like the way they milestone their bugs. We thought about milestoning. So I did this by hand. I would just go through the bite-sized bugs and say that one was there last week, and then I would make that list. What do you guys think about just, so you guys know how you assign a milestone to certain stuff every week for your weekly releases, tossing a few bite-sizers on there?
Yeah.
That way we could say, hey, someone wasn't around, we need help on these.
The milestoning will be slightly different, as in it won't be as weekly, but we'll have our development milestones, and we should definitely aim for those.
So, milestone bite-sized bugs. Okay.
People will want to do this.
Give them opportunistic. Oh, you still owe me a lens. Quickly template. Yeah, you. That's a separate cycle, or a separate discussion.
What have you been doing?
No,
he
didn't do anything last cycle.
No.
I don't know what you guys are making fun of.
Just taken out for 6 months.
Just kidding. Putting you in your place, Jason. See, that's so you can tell you're part of the team. You guys are just laughing along with the jokes or make fun of Jason. It's team building. Team building. Except for one. Later on, we're going to walk on poles together. It'll be great.
You know who is the goals?
Yeah. So milestones to be added, removed. Yeah, that's what we talked about. Any new initiatives we started, like the Paper Cut Ninjas and Natty Cycle. So, other than fixing the few little, issues like the review day and stuff, I really don't want to mess with a good thing right now. What do you guys think?
Right.
Yeah. Right. So, here's a question for you. So, how will you guys still be looking for bite-sized bugs in 11.04? Like, what's your stable release?
Yeah, we've got a whole bunch of SRUs that we want to get done. They're already tagged, and some of them, they're hard bugs, a lot of them.
Not really bite-sized.
Right, there's not really bite-sized bugs then.
Okay.
But it's a list that is going to be SRU, so if you want something harder.
There's going to be a certain subset of people that are like, no, I want to fix what's broken on my laptop right now, not the stuff in 6 months.
There's a tag, I can give you the tag.
There is a tag.
It's ready.
Yeah, it's got me that. Sweet.
If you want. Did you guys fix the invisible window?
Milestone.
Okay. No, I know it's sensitive.
That's a feature.
No, the way you fix that is by throwing tomatoes at Jason.
Okay. I don't think that's going to fix it.
Yes, it will.
Don't you want to advertise that as you want to take some next challenge?
What's that?
The red one?
It was already sorted, I guess. Sorry. The mail. One notification.
Yeah, so let's do this. Let's go through the work items here. So set up team-based bite size for the
team-wide AMA. Then everybody on the team will use it.
Yeah.
George, do we want to make a Compass team on Launchpad?
What?
Do you want to make a Compass team on Launchpad?
What, shouldn't you have one already?
No.
They don't use Launchpad files.
See, we gotta hook you up.
I know. This is still in the 90s.
But there are a bunch of Gits on Git.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I mean, myself included.
With 19, he still thinks it's cool to make your workflow harder.
For the larger...
But it's easier.
We'll do a session tomorrow on moving Compass to Bazaar.
Exactly.
It won't happen.
When are you leaving?
Okay.
So on Thursday?
So the one last thing that John raised was how do you get people mud?
But it's only for packaging.
How do you get? How do you graduate to reviewing merges? And I think the way that should be.
Yeah, let's talk about this. Yeah.
This to me is the most important thing.
Yeah.
So
because I think what we've already seen is that the DX team is just completely slammed all the time. I'm amazed you managed to review as much community contributions as you did.
Right.
And if we can get to a point where we start building this community that can review branches, then it's just going to be a lot more scalable.
Yes.
So is it?
There's two parts, right? There's testing the branch as well, and they're doing a code review.
Okay.
One thing which we lacked a lot of the time, even for the internally in the team for new hires, was documentation about that. What we expect from a merge review. And it's something that me and Tim are going to try and fix.
So make a merge proposal checklist of things we expect.
Right, but the other thing is obviously you just need to know how to code, right? And what is good code and stuff. But what I just try is initially that the people who are interested in it and they've done enough, they know enough of Unity or whatever, they should claim a review and review it.
Okay.
But we should understand at the moment that you don't, you should have another peer review from within the team.
Right.
And then that way they can learn like differences in the review and things
Okay,
like
so
that.
you need to document the entire.
Yeah. And from there we can graduate to just opening up Trunk to them as well.
It seems to me like at first just make it pretty like one-on-one, like there doesn't need to be too much formalized process, but like you say, the documentation, the expectations, and then guide them through it a few times.
And reviewing the bite-sized ones would be, I think, an excellent way to start off, because the diff should be smaller. You don't want to review my diff at the end of the week, basically, right?
Right.
But the bite-sized diff will be like 600 lines, 300 lines. It's perfect.
Okay.
To start getting a feel of how to do the review, what's important, and things like that.
Okay. So who wants to take a stab at doing the first review?
Who's interested?
I can do.
Man, you guys are getting along fine. You're like
him.
Okay, so first of all, you need to get a better launchpad name. This thing is not working out.
The tilde thing?
Yeah, that's
it's easy to see.
Marco. See how wonderful that sounds?
Marco. Too easy.
But obviously, that's
yeah. See, what is that?
3V1.
I was young too. I used to have a leak name.
That's Avion.
Yeah.
So used to forget about it.
310.
I think you can both do this. So let's do this opportunistic. Let's give it a shot.
Once the docs are up, yeah.
Yeah. So these will be dependent on the one up top. Is
cool.
Review your first
bite-sized branch.
Bite-sized branch.
Yeah, and then we can come in after they've approved it and look at it ourselves.
Right. One problem with that is that if someone claims to review, Launchpad will then hide it from us.
That is, yeah, don't claim it.
Alright, so okay.
This is the kind of stuff you have to
This is
write
the document,
down.
right, I can't come out with this right now. You might not even claim it, you might not set it as approved, but you might just inside the comment say that I feel this is what is wrong with this review, or I think this review is fine and it works perfectly on my system.
You can approve it and that kind of thing, just push one it, but
yeah, just don't approve it.
Yeah,
getting some people
because otherwise on Wednesday it'll be like, ooh, this is approved.
Yeah. So I think what we can do is, if we can get you guys to do one each, then the other guys, the candle will be like, oh, I can do it. And then after that, if we can get you guys approving each other's code, then you don't have to wait on this guy being lazy. Or
you risky guys.
Is it a bridge too far to wonder to try to shoot for getting a new contributor commit to Trunk in one cycle? Is that too far?
You mean getting a external contributor committing to Trunk?
Shoot too far in the sense we'll have to, we have to.
Okay, so we'll go, we'll measure, we'll measure.
It's where we want to be, basically.
Yeah.
Right?
Just play by ear, right?
Yeah, because what I don't want to do is in this cycle, we're going to have 3 people committing to Trunk, and then I get fired and stuff.
No. Okay. So look, the way it works is,
expect that to go on.
There's very few people who can commit to Trunk without reviews, right?
Right.
There's like 1 or 2. The way it works is...
Really? I thought everybody had to go through the review.
That's what I'm... Well, big reviews, everyone have to, but for instance, when I'm doing release or if I want to fix something, I still get away with it.
But those are special cases.
The special cases. Realistically, you can be added to Unity team, and only once everything's been approved, you can merge your branches in and stuff. But we'll get there because there's documentation on what we expect when you merge your branches.
Right.
Because you don't want to flop
so they won't, before they even do the review, they already know what to look for and stuff.
But I think it's a good place to get. It's just, I need to figure it out.
One thing I would also like a commitment, since you mentioned documentation, I need it like a diagram.
It's something we're in the
Okay, so you can
Yeah, just put it to me because we're going to try and get someone who can do more technical writing for us.
Yes.
And come up with all this stuff.
Is it worth doing?
So what I was talking about it before.
No, no.
It just looks nice class diagram.
Yeah. But
no.
But it'll be
try.
See, we tried that.
Gord is going to try and run Doxygen on Unity.
Yeah, I think what you'll get is like a bunch of useless information with
from the launcher side.
Yeah.
From places, it's going to be beautiful. Like.
Yeah. And it's better than we have now. Nothing.
In launcher, it'll be like.
I think he's making a jab at your technical skills.
He's been doing that all week.
It's fun.
I wish you know how invisible windows.
That's stacking issue. He doesn't know what comes above and something else.
Don't worry, guys. Burger bun lettuce. I got this sorted.
Josh, could you talk also about bug tracking,
contributors?
Yeah. So Omar couldn't. Hey, no, I'm just kidding. So Omar couldn't make it, and he was like basically like a rock star. Yeah. Is he still going to be available next cycle as far as the triaging goes, or?
That David knows for sure, but yeah, we're set up for 2 external contractors.
That's our current theory.
Yeah. Yeah, we need it.
Like, I don't know in the scope of us, other than tagging our byte-sized bugs and taking care of our bugs, that I think that's a general Unity problem, not a byte-sized problem, right?
Yeah, we just need, we're going to be looking
community contribution.
Oh,
because it's a title in fact.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So the title. Okay. Yeah.
Well,
so.
Community contribution.
Yeah. This just isn't byte-sized bugs. We're talking about all Unity contributions.
Yeah. So how can we get people from the community
to triage bugs?
Well, we're going to be, I think the other thing that's going to happen with that is, because there's this re-engineer, I don't know how many people there's the whole re-engineering of QA in Canonical. And it's mainly platform engineering teams, so it doesn't encompass DX quite so much, but I think that a lot of that will actually, like we're getting a QA head on our team out there to build,
so you
get
know
people interested in QA, and as far as I'm concerned, that includes DX.
Yeah, that's total.
So I think that problem might, to a reasonable degree, go away without you guys having to do that.
Yeah, and now that we have Omar, it's not so bad.
And just documenting how we use how we use statuses and stuff.
Yeah.
Like when we expect something to be mark fix commit, because it's not
merged into
we need
to.
You know what? There was a bunch of. I don't mean to down you out. There was a bunch of bugs that you fixed that you just left open in Launchpad. Didn't we fix that?
So like a lot of what will happen is like the triaging won't be there, and we won't see that there's like double bugs.
Oh.
And so we'll get a bug and fix release, but there's another one in Launchpad still marked.
It's the same exact thing.
It's the same bug, and so like I'll see the one bug, and I'll be like, okay, got it marked.
Yeah. Okay.
And you don't always see the duplicate.
Okay, so fixing that will fix this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Anything? How much time we have left?
10 minutes.
Oh, okay. This is already like a year's worth of work.
Welcome to DX.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So is there anything, guys? Is there anything that we?
I think. Well, about everything that I was considering as being a CI assigned, I guess. However, just one more thing.
Well, you're thinking about that. Can I just ask a general question? What could we have done last cycle that would have made you want to come on earlier or start contributing more?
Well, I'd like to do more. Of course, we have our lives, but
of course, but I mean,
I like to do that. So I may be available for doing that. For example, after the first bite-size bugs, I had to stop to develop a little bit due to personal life, but I was contacted by George and about the Banff issue.
Yeah.
And
so that was totally. So I totally stole you from the bite-size program. And I was like, we're gonna fix this Banff.
It woke me up, so.
He woke you. You woke
he woke me up because I was stopped a little bit.
Sorry. Okay, all right, I got a little overzealous.
No, thank you. No. I was saying this with thank you because I like if we get if we are asked by you for our participation. I mean.
So so I've been concerned about this. There have been times where I've seen a bug and I go, I wonder if I could just assign it
No, so I don't think you want to just like sneakily assign it. Like, so what I hear here is that you don't necessarily want to like pester the person or annoy them, but like sometimes maybe like just saying, hey, how's it going? I was wondering if you were still, interested in, working on this one. I saw you might be, really effective in this particular bug here because your previous work was in a similar area.
Yeah,
right? I mean, I don't know. That's kind of a weird social thing that I don't understand, and it sounds like for you it worked really well, and maybe it's worth trying more.
Okay.
And
so I'll try to replicate that, but be conscious of, I don't want to, to be like, hey,
Yeah.
where are you?
Yeah, so you don't want
No,
to
it's
pester,
fine.
but you want to remind.
Right. And I
I
think
guess,
that'll help to get the team-based thing going, I
Could
think.
be made all kinds of my mailing list of people which are available for doing something, and they sing when they can do something, and they are notified for bugs or something else.
Right.
That actually is a really good point. So we have the not the hash Ayatana dev, the Ayatana dev mailing list.
Yeah.
I think something that would be really valuable, at least from everyone's side of things, is if you're going to do a big change or a big code drop or something like that, stick it on the mailing list and be like, hey,
Yeah, we definitely,
we did
overall,
this big code
we got it.
change. Like, that's just a heads up. Like, this is now works in a completely different way. So that, when people come back to the code, they're not like, what just happened?
Remember you doing that code
awesome
review and you're like,
filters.
we're smarter than this. Remember that? You're like, what's going on here? Yeah.
Well,
Like in general, so this, I
we've
think
had
this is
some
a
issues
general
with that.
problem, but we got to get the Ayatana dev lit. So
We need to.
this is a separate
give
thing,
it some
but
life.
we need to. The branding needs to be like Unity dev. No one's
Yes.
going to read Ayatana
I know.
dev.
No one
So
knows what that is.
have we talked about like retiring that name or something?
Yes.
Okay. And
No one listens to me though, but
okay.
yes.
Yeah. Likewise.
I was speaking. I'm not sure who was actually paying attention.
All right. So you know what? I'm going to take an
It's
item.
confusing. We have way too many brands.
Yes.
Same for the ads channel, but we already discussed that.
But I mean, there's a very real problem here where I know of at least 2 instances, maybe 3, where we did a massive change while an external contributor was doing some just body of work that they hadn't really alerted us to, and then when they came back,
Because you probably didn't say you were working on that either.
right, and we
Right.
didn't alert them that like, oh, this whole like area here is about to undergo this massive overhaul,
Yeah.
and then when they
Actually,
came back,
that-
it just didn't work anymore.
That happened to
And this
him.
branch is still
Well,
very
he did the thing, and then you changed the launcher.
Yep, I think I did that to you. Yeah, so we need a better way to like not just have them communicate with us, but us communicate out in
Right,
a very
right.
broad way, broadcast.
So let's just all agree. I mean, so the whole branding thing and stuff we'll talk about later. But let's all agree. Let's try to. I don't want to formalize it and be like every week you have to do a status report to Ayatana Dev or nothing. So let's just, if you're doing major changes, Ayatana Dev. I'll take on this task and I'll figure out a plan and how we'll do that.
We'll do it on the same with the compass dev.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess the other thing was, I'm not sure how if this goes in with Unity or stuff.
Wait.
Ask Ubuntu was massive.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
how many are like your core contributors there, or I mean, is there things that could be better or easier, or to make it even bigger? Because it seems to be.
So definitely you guys answering the questions I think was really smart. I saw Kando on there. One of you guys is on there, I think. I've seen a few on there. Just basic people just asking a question on the bit of code and stuff. We should just keep growing that. I mean, that's an easy.
Just be available, I
Yeah,
guess, to
yeah.
answer
Just-
questions and things like that.
Yeah, just keep watching the tag like you always do.
Cool.
Yeah. Although it's getting really busy now, so you might want to set a threshold for yourself. I don't want to see anything under a vote of 2 or something. You don't have to deal with. When would the launcher move, Jason?
Ha!
Yeah. So.
Because
Yeah, I mean that ties onto the using every media. So
Neil won't let me move it. That's why I won't
Won't
move
let
it.
me move it.
32 pixels by default, right?
Not really.
Nah.
I don't like the resizing.
I'd love to
right
have
now.
those types of decisions.
That looks so good.
Yeah, the only problem is like right now we're shipping PNGs that get scaled, so and we need to start shipping SVGs for that stuff.
That looks so good.
I can't.
Yeah, but it means Otto can't build it in Photoshop.
So we're out of
He'll
time.
build
What
an
else?
Illustrator.
Like-
Have you seen an Illustrator in SVG?
By the way, I was thinking also.
So-
I wrote,
Hey, let them
I wrote
speak.
in the pad, but it's down, again. But
Yeah.
kind I was thinking before, and maybe it's what you want to do, but kind of emergency list you can use for people, which comes in help to the developers when there's something to fix in a small amount of time, and you contact the list who can accrute and fix it.
Okay.
So for the
Generally, we just get.
how it happens maybe for I don't know for
Yeah, I think we need to fix that list. That will help that.
It's like it happens for volunteers and they're
Yeah. Okay, now we're out of time for real. What laptop is that?
It's
Oh, is that the ARM?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
so
it's
good.
mostly broken though.
Oh
so-
yeah, of course.
It's only broken if I choose to include software on it. You can put the NVIDIA drives.
Thanks, guys.